Hi, my name is Daniel and I'm here to make a magic cake with you today. Magic cakes are a tradition from hundreds and hundreds of years ago. It's a way to set a series of intentions or spells into the cake so that you, your loved ones, can eat it, ingest it, and really anchor in that intention. I'm going to make a cake for New Year's for a bunch of my friends so they can commit to whatever their dreams are and the actions they need to take for this next year. So I'm just going to be using some simple gluten-free cake mix. You're welcome to create from scratch yourself. I usually use vegan milk like coconut or oat milk, and today what they have is raw goat's milk. So let's see what happens here from the farmer's market. I always just, when I stir, just keep setting the intention, right? So the more that you can be creative and just let it flow and get excited about it, elevate your emotions, the more powerful this will be. So now I'm going to add 2 eggs. So now I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon and vanilla. These are actually used in ancient times for magic, to attract love, to attract abundance, to really spice up and activate the intentions that you're putting in here. Vanilla extract here, just add a little bit of that. And I have my Dreamporting elixir. This has monatomic gold, blue lotus, and all sorts of incredible intentions and magic in it. And this really just supercharges people's intentions and the intention of whatever magic you're doing. Now we're gonna add 8 ounces of pastured grass-fed butter. This is really gonna give it a very delicious texture, but of course you can modify this. All right, here's the fun part. I love making the frosting. We have some Whole Foods frosting mix, basically powdered sugar. And we're just gonna mix it here. So we're just gonna pour a stick of grass-fed butter. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of orange blossom water. This is one of my favorite tastes. Just gonna add a couple tablespoons. And I'll add a little bit also of elderflower syrup. The elder tree is, in the Druid and Celtic tradition, full of magic and healing properties. And now we have butterfly pea. It's a blue flower that has its own benefits, including improving your vision. And we're just gonna put a little bit in of that to give it a beautiful natural coloring of blue. I'm gonna add a little touch of goat's milk as well. I'm gonna add a little bit of the Dreamporting elixir potion here just to supercharge it. So now we're going to split the cake batter into 2 pans. So I'm gonna add a little blue to one of them, get a little colorful swirl so that they can slightly taste and look different, the different layers. For this one, I'm gonna add a little cinnamon swirls. So I set the oven for 350. They're ready to go. All right, we cooled both of our little cakes here. I decided to make a little filling here. It's like a vegan coconut cream. I'm gonna add some freeze-dried cherry blossom. This is literally just pure freeze-dried cherry blossom from Japan. And cherry blossoms are about the death and rebirth, starting a new chapter, right? They bloom in the spring, and this is about cultivating that new energy that we're calling in. Pouring this here. So this is an incredible chocolate hazelnut spread from Italy. Just gonna add another layer of flavor. I'm gonna add some sugar-free Lily's white chocolate chips. These are absolutely incredible. And this will be the base. Now I'm gonna add this magic cherry blossom cream. I leave a little room on the edge because with the pressure of the second cake on top, it's gonna start being distributed evenly more throughout the whole cake. And a little bit of orange blossom water. It's one of my favorite flavors, like I said. So I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of this on the cake here so it just starts to sponge through the top layer. And now we're just gonna add a little bit of this orange blossom honey. And honey is really powerful because it really helps stick your intentions. So now we got our magic frosting, and I'm just gonna coat the entire cake with it here. And again, whenever I'm doing this, I'm remembering my intentions, and we're just gonna decorate it. And again, this is just up to you intuitively. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna add a little bit of edible frosting here, powder. Add a little orchid here to the cake, little currants. All right, we're just gonna add some sugar-free white chocolate chips here. All right, the cake is done, and the last step is to sage it, to consecrate it with incense. This is an ancient tradition. So what I do is I start just saging and putting my last blessings in to really consecrate this cake with the divine, that anyone that eats it aligns, awakens, is liberated. Take a few minutes to connect and fully anchor in that prayer that you have. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'd love to hear if you end up making a cake like this. Please share the details in the comments. I'd love to hear what you made.
I'm so excited about this. Wow. Oh, whoa. This is the best tasting perfume I've ever had.
Beyond words.
This is like the orgasm of my mouth.
Unabashed.